Autumn is in the air, and we're really excited to bring you another stacked episode of the Broadway show. I'm Tamsen Fadal. Grammy winner Melissa Etheridge brings her story and songs to the stage this fall with My Window on Broadway. We had a chance to chat at Open Jar Studios. Talk about what inspired this show. I know you had a really successful off-Broadway run.
Yeah, it's been such a dream for such a long time. I grew up in the Midwest, and Broadway was just, we'd sing the Broadway songs in school. It was a dream. I happened to head west first. I went to California, worked on songwriting and stuff, but always the dream of creating something and presenting it on Broadway as a full story was always there. So when I actually met my wife, we were friends before we were together. We wanted to do a TV show, but we both found that we have such a love of Broadway. We said, we have so many projects that we had started, and finally this one about 2-3 years ago started to take, it was Bruce who really kind of kicked the door open. They said, well, Bruce can do it, maybe Melissa Etheridge can do it. Yes, so we just got right in there.
Talk about that. Did you talk to Bruce about it and what he went through the journey?
I have not actually talked to him personally, but watching what he did, seeing it, and then understanding how it was done and what it was done, the way it was done, it's like, okay, that's a great base and starting point. My show is more theatrical. I brought some great video and lighting in. My wife helped me write it, so it's got more of a story and really takes us everywhere. Now don't quit till I'm a star on Broadway.
The title, My Window, appropriate for so many reasons, obviously, but also because of the fact that you have always been so open with your audience and with fans and just with people. And anytime I see an interview with you, and it's just really something that not everybody does. And you just really have made it a point to do that no matter what you're going through, whether it's a high or it's a low.
I found years ago when I first started in the recording business, when I made my first album, I was playing in lesbian bars. I was out socially and to my family and everything, and this was just music I was making. And the mainstream recording industry started coming to see me, and it took about 5 years before someone would sign me. The record company said, well, if you don't flag wave, that's fine. And so, and I was like, 3 years later I'm flag waving. But it was a way to slowly, be open about who I was, and a few years later I came out. And once I did that, once I kind of had the experience of being honest, man, there's a lot of power in that. There really is. You lose a lot of your power when you try to hide things and are always worried, and it's not good for your health. So once I had that experience, then when I had my health crisis, I remember people saying, oh, you shouldn't tell people you have cancer, they're going to think you're weak. And I was like, stop, that's the worst. The only way I'm going to get any power is to say, hey, this is cancer, this is my journey through it, this is what I did, and now next year I'll be 20 years cancer free. So I've just, once I started speaking truthfully, it's more comfortable for me to be open and honest in all the ups and downs of my life.
I know you're open in another area with your new book. It's a hard journey to write a book in any circumstance. What you're talking about, Talking to My Angels. Can you talk a little bit about that?
When the pandemic hit, I lost my son to an opioid addiction. And it was just, the isolation was too much for him. So after he passed, that knocked me sideways. And I knew that it was going to be in my art now, that sort of experience, just like the coming out, just like the cancer, that this was going to be something I was going to talk about, because there are hundreds of thousands of families suffering from this from either a loved one who is addicted or who has who they've lost. And there's so much guilt and shame in it. And I have spent so much of my life knowing that, working this spiritual path, you know, this way of being now, and knowing that guilt and shame also makes you sick and also is just, it serves no purpose. So making art out of that, walking through that, I knew that I would be asked about it. I knew, you know, people know I'm an open book and an honest person. And so writing this book really helped me actually heal a lot, to just talk about it, to go, yeah, this is the truth. This is how I felt. I felt helpless. Do I do more? Do I do less? Have I done too much? Have I not done enough? All those things that you can go through, and how it comes down to, I know that my son and his spirit, which is in non-physical and knows no more pain, no contrast, he does not want me to suffer now. So why should I suffer with any of that? And that's what I walk every day, and that's what I hope to show in the book, and I hope to show also in the Broadway show.